Hello, you absolute legends. Welcome back to the channel on what might be a bit of a mammoth update in regards to the smart car engine rebuild. Dad is here. He's been working non-stop this week to get the smart car engine back to this state. Yes, it is. It's rebuilt. And we're in the process at the moment of refitting the gearbox back onto the engine. The engine then has been totally rebuilt now. I don't have footage of that, sadly, because I've been at work and Dad's been working hard in the smart car workshop. We've got photographs of the work that's been done, so there will be a video where I talk through the photographs of the work in progress. But effectively, last time we spoke, the the head, and I can't think of the word I want right now, was rebuilt. And now the big end and the bottom of the engine has all been put back together. Pistons inserted back into the cylinder head. That's the word I wanted. Head gasket replaced. Lots of things replaced. All new plugs. But everything is going back nicely, really. And as you can see, I'm not being much of a help at the moment, whilst Dad is putting all the nuts and bolts and screws and everything back into the gearbox. We haven't replaced the clutch, and it was one of those things that I thought, do we do it while we're there? It's quite costly to do. It would have been a sort of a £500 job, and actually the clutch on it didn't look too bad, and it's one of those funny soft touch automatic weird clutches that actually might have needed some adjustment when putting back in, and we just don't have the skills or the details how to do that. So the old clutch has gone back in, and if the old clutch wears in the near future, then we're going to have to do it, aren't we? But at the moment, the old clutch is back in the unit. The royal way. It's Dad. Do you want to just talk us through what you've done this past week while you're putting that back together?
What we've done when the parts arrived, I've put new rings on the pistons, cleaned the pistons up, put new rings on it, fitted all new valves, lapped the valves lightly. They didn't need a lot of lapping on a modern engine. Put some new big end shells in, reused the old main bearing shells because they are fine. All new gaskets and seals, and put her all back together. Now I'm just popping the gearbox back on. Then I'll sort all the wiring out, which is my biggest worry.
Yeah, that's the thing. We've got this electrical system with this electrical gearbox and all these electrical components to go back together. And as Dad said, that is the worry, in that there might be something somewhere just not talking to itself properly. So I think the plan is, by the end of this weekend, that engine is going to be back in the car and hopefully up and running. We do need a new turbo manifold. I have managed to source one. I've managed to source an original smart one. The actual turbo itself we think is fine, but the manifold did crack, as we know. Again, I've managed to source an original smart one. It's cost me 80 quid. To put that into perspective, a second-hand turbo with the manifold that we don't know about is costing about £110 to £150. The seller got a bulk lot of smart car parts and has assured me that he's cross-referenced the part numbers and it is for a 700cc turbo. If not, I'm going to have to send it back. He's aware of that. But the turbo manifold is on the way, and it's a brand new, genuine, smart one. So Dad's putting that back together. Let's have a look at the drive shafts, which have been overhauled as well. We've done new ABS reluctor rings on the end there, and the old ones were totally shot, so that's all been overhauled and replaced. The drive shafts there, and I can see that Dad has painted them up and sprayed them to make them a little bit nicer as well.
Stop the reluctors corroding, hopefully.
Is it hammerite you've put on there?
No, it's not.
Not hammerite, but it has been sprayed to stop the reluctors from corroding. But yeah, the engine then nearly back into hopefully fighting fit standard, and obviously we won't know until we try and start her up. But everything's really been replaced that we thought might be an issue, including these plug leads, because actually we think that the plug leads were probably the main cause of the issue. I think a lot of things have happened and it's all gone bang in one go. There's been a little bit of corrosion on the rear of the chassis here. Dad has wire wheeled that back with a Dremel, rust treated it and just blacked it over, and there wasn't a hole there, which we thought there might be, so that's good news. But apart from that, we're in hopefully pretty good fettle for the next part, and I suppose the next update that we do will be that the engine has gone back in the car, or is going back in the car. All service parts have been bought now. We've got the oil filters and air filters and everything to go. Is there anything else you can think of that we've got to do as a matter of urgency now?
No, got the brake pipe done, got the corrosion done, patched that wheel arch. She's all right, mate.
I've managed to teach Dad how to use WhatsApp these past few weeks, and that's been invaluable because he's been sending me videos and photographs of the update, which again I will share with you in a separate build video. That's it then. That's the update from this weekend. Hopefully by tomorrow or early morning of Monday, Tuesday, we'll have got the engine back in. If you've liked the video, please give it a like. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. If you've got anything to say, please give us a comment on the video as well. Please like and subscribe. Definitely do that. And if you're not following me on Twitter already, where have you been? It's at John Coupland, all one word. Loads of up-to-date smart updates on there and more comedy stuff as well. We've got fun and games. I'll just talk about general bits and pieces. And there's loads of Proton stuff coming up this year. We've got some Armstrong Siddeley stuff coming up as well. So that will be on the channel very soon into March and into the rest of this year. Have a great day, whatever you're up to. Stay safe, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.